guys, it's Scott Crow from the OSA, and I'm going to have Freshwater Joe kind of do some explaining, but I want to show you one of the coolest things that is coming about our hobby. One of my favorite things is not just the tanks themselves, but the styles and the lighting systems that come with this. We can use a freshwater light, we use especially the freshwater primes, that we actually have hooked up to our cell phones, where they not just look artificial plants look great, but they'll also grow living plants inside your home, where you can have your own tropical freshwater aquarium, full living ecosystem. Now, we're all about saltwater aquariums here and corals and things like that, but I tell you, one of my other passions is freshwater aquariums, and where they have come with the new rimless looks. There's so much awesome stuff that we can do with different designs, styles, and how we can think of what I like to say outside of the box. I'm gonna bring Freshwater Joe in here, and he's gonna show you about rimless freshwater aquariums.
Hey guys, what's happening? Freshwater Joe with you now. We're going to dive right into this. I'm going to take you guys along with me as I come along and I scape this awesome rimless style freshwater waterbox aquarium. This is the 4820 series. Absolute gorgeous, stunning aquarium. You can see the one next to me. This is the 44 gallon. This is the 3618 version. Fully scaped with Malaysian driftwood and artificial plants. And it's got the AI Prime lighting on it, so that color just absolutely pops. The AI Primes, yes, they're a fantastic light, like Scott mentioned earlier, to grow live plants. Personally, I am going to point you in the direction to do live plants in a freshwater planted system. But if you want, Scott will kind of steer you in the artificial plants direction. But either way, it's whatever works for you. But the AI Prime lights work amazing for both. The color, just the temperature, the color is just absolutely insane. You can control it, you can make it whatever you want. So they're very intuitive, easy to work with. But as far as aquascaping materials, how do I get my aquarium to look something like this? That's what we're going to dive into today. So stay tuned and let's get into this. All right, folks. So first thing we're going to talk about is hardscape. What materials do I use to achieve kind of that natural ecosystem type look? We have a few different types of woods here at the shop that are available to you. My personal favorite is this stuff right here. This is spider wood. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. Lots of character in this wood. I think it's just absolutely beautiful in the way that you can design it and make it look like an underwater tree or something like that type landscape. Super, super awesome stuff. And then Scott's personal favorite, we all know, is the Malaysian driftwood, the Malaysian bogwood. He loves this stuff. I think he just likes how it's kind of like a log type shape. Gives more of like a tannin style look. Gives you that kind of decaying ecosystem type deal. So more of like a natural, like really, really, really natural style wood versus the spider where you're kind of creating like an outside ecosystem underwater. Get what I'm saying? And then we also got to get into some rocks. I think rocks are very, very, very important accent pieces when you're aquascaping an aquarium. You got to find the color and the shape and the style that works for you, what the goal is you're trying to achieve. So we have many different sizes, shapes, colors. You got to use tons of rock. When you guys are setting up your tank at home, when you come in, buy a ton of rock. If you don't use all of it, bring it back. You'd rather have more. It's the same thing with a saltwater aquarium. If you buy way more live rock than you need, so you're not missing a piece. You know, if you're just missing that one piece and you can't achieve what you want, it didn't work. Okay? So get a ton of rock, get a bunch of wood, whatever you don't use, just bring it back. It's okay. We'll take it back. But anyway, so we got a couple of different rocks here for you. This is some petrified woodstone. Super, super cool, sparkly stuff. I think it's awesome. Looks really cool. Another type of stone, very, very, very common in like straight hardscape style tanks, Ceruite stone. This stuff is really, really, really cool. These really aren't like great pieces, but they're kind of going to be like my building blocks in this scape that you're going to watch me do. And then I think my personal favorite is dragonstone. I think dragonstone works really, really, really well with spiderwood. The color tones and textures work very, very good together. I'm going to mix it up today and do something a little different. I'm going to use the Ceruite stone and the petrified woodstone today to get a little bit different of effect, more color, more pop. But if it were my tank, I'd be using this, the dragonstone, and the lots of spiderwood. So let's, without further ado, enough rambling, let's get into actually scaping this aquarium. Alright guys, so now as you can see, I have my substrate in here. I'm just using a plain white sand to get that nice pop against the background of all the hardscape materials that I do put in. I think I'm going to go for kind of like a double island look over here. I do have the sand built up to a platform right now, kind of even along the entire length of the tank. I'm not sure if I'm going to exactly leave it like this, but we're going to see. We're going to work with what we got. I think I'm going to have some wood kind of branching this way and some wood branching this way. So kind of like two island style type scape. So without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so one reason you guys might be asking, why did I pile up all that sand up against the back? That creates depth in an aquascape. It gives you the sense of feeling that your tank is deeper and it has more depth of field than it actually does. So that's a cool trick. If you guys didn't know, that's what a lot of people use, a lot of aquascapers do to create that depth in the aquarium and give it a sense that the aquarium is bigger and deeper than it actually is. Alright folks, that is basically the idea I had for my hardscape. Kind of two islands piling up towards the corner of each side of the tank. The spiderweb kind of coming up and out of the tank a little bit as well, giving that depth of the tank is bigger than it actually seems. That's the whole idea of this, making it look absolutely beautiful. You know, this is going to be a centerpiece in someone's house. So you want it to look like an actual piece of furniture, like it's a work of art. That's basically what aquascaping is. So I've created a piece of artwork here. Little did I know, I am an artist. Yeah. So as you saw just there, I was just straightening out the sand a little bit and making it look all pretty before I add some artificial plants for you guys. And if you're curious what I was using, is this tool right here. These are aquascaping kits that we have in store here at OSA. They're right smack dab when you first walk in the freshwater display room upstairs. They come with angled tweezers, straight tweezers, angled scissors, straight scissors. And then the little, you know, the sand tool. I don't really know exactly what to call that, but so the sand flattening tool type deal. So you can, you know, get everything straight and looking absolutely perfect. So these are available at the shop if you guys want to do something similar to as what I did here. So now, as much as you guys know, and I know, I would love to fill this up with water and put live plants in it. We can't do that. OSA upstairs can't support any more water weight, if you know what I mean. Kind of pushing it. So, anyways, we're just going to decorate it with some awesome artificial plants we have here at the shop as well. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of go for that like really full kind of like islandy theme over here and make this look absolutely gorgeous. So stay tuned. So now some of you might be interested in filtration and how the tank is actually going to be run. On these, as you know, if you pay attention to WaterBox at all, the Freshwater series are just the glass aquarium. It's to give that sleek, clean design look, modernized, really beautiful and clean. So it's just the glass aquarium and the tank and stand itself. So filtration, as you know, in the reef aquariums, they're reef ready, they have overflows, they're plumbed, and they have a sump. On the freshwater, we like to use canister filters. And the canister filter that we like to recommend for this here system is, let me show you, my friend. This right here, guys, is the SICCE Whale 500. This canister filter here is recommended for 80 to 135 gallons. So the reason we use these specific canister filters on our WaterBox tanks, and we recommend to customers when they purchase the freshwater setups, they're super clean. They look amazing on the back of the rimless style aquariums as well. So they're not cluttered, they're not bulky. They look really clean. They work extremely well. They're super quiet. And the biggest thing is there's a 3-year guarantee on these puppies. So anything, you guys have any issues or any problems, you head on over to SICCE, you hit up Steve Berlin, and you say, hey, I need some help with my canister filter, and they got you, all right? Their warranty is absolutely fantastic, customer support as well. So the SICCE canister filters are what we're gonna run on a system like this. I'm gonna do the 500 on this specific, the 4820 WaterBox CLEAR Series. And yeah, so for all of you that were curious about filtration, that's what we would do on this, this system. All right, folks, there it is, fully aquascaped, planted, looking beautiful. I don't know how you can say you would not want that in like your living room or in your house or in your office. Just absolutely stunning. The colors that are available now in the hobby with the artificial plants are just out of this world. And you can duplicate the same thing too with live plants as well. I hope you enjoyed this little aquascaping of the rimless style WaterBox aquariums. Alrighty folks, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of designing this lovely WaterBox freshwater series. The rimless style sleekness is just absolutely beautiful. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope we were able to help you design your new freshwater aquarium. Keep it fresh, baby. Woo!